Hi everyone, this is Bill. I'm going to show you the purebred ram lambs that I have for sale this year. But there are actually 5 that are already sold out of here. They're going to a guy next week. So the 5 with the H on their back, they are already sold. But I just want to give everyone a look at them to see the quality of them. So the H5 are sold, and the 5 with the straight mark, they are not sold yet. Have a couple people that are interested in looking at them. But for everyone watching the video, I just wanted to show them all so you can kind of see what the purebreds are looking like. I'm running out of time today to probably sort through everything, so I just figured I'd do a video on the purebreds by themselves, and then the next video I can do the full bloods by themselves. But yeah, there's lambs out of 2 different rams in here. The sire to my blue lines from Canada, and then the sire to my yellow lines from Canada. I used those 2 rams on the purebreds. Those are the only ones I used this year. Last year I used 2 different ones. I thought maybe if I use different rams on those purebreds, that'll be a good draw for any potential customers. Just kind of keep shaking the genetics up. But like I've said before, but if you're new you wouldn't know this, it won't be too many more years here and the purebreds will be faded out of my operation, and then I'll just be focusing on the full blood registered stock only. But I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I think you can see the thickness and the quality even in a 15/16 animal. There potentially could be some a little bit higher than that, but they're at least 15/16 anyway. I'm thinking in this group there's maybe not. I think maybe in the group I'm going to show you next is the one that's a little bit higher percentage, at least that I can remember off the top of my head without looking in my record book. But I think you saw them ram lambs well enough, and then we'll go through the gate over here and I'll show you some other purebreds. This group I'm going to show you here of purebreds, there's 1 ram and then there's 11 ewe lambs in here, which I have a guy that already bought and paid for 10 and a ram, so I'm going to end up having 1 extra ewe lamb to sell. So this ram lamb here, he's the one that's going with him. He's a nice ram lamb, and I know he's a little bit higher percentage, not a lot than the 15/16, because his mom was a 29/32, so I guess that puts him at 58. His mom would be 58/64, so yeah, so 61/64 is what I guess he would be. So he's a 61/64, but just a little bit over the qualifications to be a purebred. And then these ewe lambs that are going to go with him. He'll actually be out of the same sire as 3 of the ewe lambs, which was the one that sired the blue line full bloods. And then the other ewe lambs that are going to go with him, there'll be 7 that he'll take, will be out of the ram that sired the yellow line. So just like I was saying in that last pen of ram lambs, because they're all litter mates basically. But anyway, yeah, so they're all purebreds, and you're probably seeing a size difference there because, believe it or not, on these ewe lambs, I had 10 pre-sold and I only got 11, but there are 6 of them in here that are triplets. 2 ewe lambs and a ram lamb in 3 different litters. So they should be pretty productive ewe lambs, as mature ewes I should say, for the guy. So he should be happy with them, and that nice thick meaty ram is just what he described he likes. So I'm thinking he's going to be pretty happy with his purchase, and you all get to see what he's getting and what they look like. I believe there was not any single ewe lambs in here, if I remember right. So that size variance is just twins versus triplets, and then later born versus earlier born. And they're all fed on the ewes too, so that makes a difference in how well them triplets grow. Well, I'll wrap it up, and in my next video we'll be taking a look at those full-blood ram lambs, and I'll have them marked up and go through what's for sale. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.